This is an exclusive video of WOLnews.com. We're talking to Crosscutters hitting or batting or pitching coach. I'll get it right here soon, Tom Filer. And Tom, I was looking over web pages, and you know there's a lot of data out there on any major league player. And talk about 1985. I believe you were on the Toronto Blue Jays championship. That was what, league championship team that year?
No, we won the division.
The division.
Yeah, we won the Eastern Division that year. It was a pretty good year for myself. I came out of winter ball and I played extremely well in winter ball. Went to AAA for the beginning of the season, and they got an opportunity to go to the big leagues with Toronto, and things worked out pretty well for me that year.
Yeah, you moved around a little bit, but what do you remember most about Major League Baseball? Your experiences there. I know there's a lot of good times, but what comes to mind first?
Just getting there. The trek to get there is pretty hard. You never know if it's going to happen. You always have these hopes and aspirations as a young guy when you first start out, and just getting there for me was a big thing. And attaining my first win, it was in St. Louis, and I thought it was a big deal.
You can remember, I'm sure, coming through the minors, and what was going through your mind that these players are going to have those same feelings. You can relate to that, I'm sure.
Oh, I can, and I remember back in '78, my first year, and I was in this league, and I was with Oneonta as a player, and I remember showing up, and I thought, geez, where am I going? Oneonta, New York, I'm from Philadelphia, and I was going to this small town, just pretty much like Williamsport is, and it was an experience for me. But once it all happened, it was great. The camaraderie I had, the teammates I had, it was something all new to me, and I was trying to measure up and see how I measured up against the other players.
How many do you have on a pitching staff on the Crosscutters? About nine pitchers, or is it more than that?
Oh, it's more than that. We're probably going to be carrying around 15 pitchers for the year.
Can you break those up into relievers and starters?
Well, I can give you our starters right now. We have Seaman LeBron is a right-handed starter, and he's probably going to be our opening night pitcher. And he's got a pretty good stuff. Fastball ranges in the low 90s, a decent breaking ball, and a changeup. And he's one of our guys who just came to us recently this year from our Dominican program, and he's been throwing the ball extremely well. And second, the home night starter here will be Jon Peddie. Pettibone, tall right-handed pitcher, 6'5" from Southern California. Was drafted last year, so this is another young guy. It's going to be an up-and-comer in our organization. And then from there, we're going to have guys like Jai Side and Nicholas Hernandez, and I think it's Matt Way is going to be our last starter.
What do you carry, 7 or 8 starters, or compared to relievers, or don't you have them broken up like that?
Well, we're probably going to go 5 starters and 10 relievers, or something like that. I don't know if it's going to be 15, but we'll have a 5-man rotation, and then we'll fill in from there.
Are they on a pitch count when you start out the season like this?
Oh, most definitely. I think even the major leaguers are on a pitch count, but I think our guys are going to be in that 85 to 90 range on any given night, and we're out to protect them. Some of these guys are coming from programs that maybe they didn't put too much credence in a pitch count, but we're here to protect them, to make sure they're able to answer the bell each and every time.
What's it like then? You have a few, I was looking at the roster, there's a few pitchers you got from this year's draft and then a few from last year. So they're not relatively experienced per se in pitching in the minors. So how difficult is it to get them ready?
Well, I think these guys all shown why they're here. They all have some talent, and my job is to bring it out of them more so, and try to get them to be major league pitchers. Maybe do a little something with a guy, maybe help them in the right direction.
And then do you take what can you take from the pros and bring to the minors for them?
Really experience, and it's really what I think I have. I've been involved in professional baseball now for, I think it's my 31st or 2nd year. What's 7? Yeah, so it's my 32nd year, and I think and I have an idea what it's like to play in the big leagues, and I know what it looks like to be a major leaguer. So I have that. I think I have an eye for it.
Is it fair to say at this level, you know, pitchers always get in a jam? You want to see them struggle a little bit and see how they can handle the heat and the pressure?
I think that's when you really find out what you got. When a guy goes out there and he gets his back's up against the wall and he has to dig down and find out what he has. And we want to find out. We don't want to take him out in the middle of an inning when he's struggling. We want to find out. Hey, it's going to happen again. It's going to happen at the major league level. So why not now and find out what they got?
What years did you play in the majors?
What years? I ranged from 82 to 92. That's my range, but I have a total of 4.5 years of major league service between the Cubs, Toronto, Milwaukee, and the Mets.
And then is it any different for you, like, to go from the pros and then come down to the minors to coach?
You know what? It was when I first started. It was a little difficult because I really gauged everything that I know from the major leagues, and then I really held everything in high standards. You know, I put my bar was set pretty high when it comes to looking at things, and but it's also what I have to gauge from. So I know how far they have to go to get to where they have to be. So, but it was a little difficult because I was like, you know, I don't. Sometimes you don't see it right away, but then as they play and they progress, you start to see it coming out.
Where's hometown for you right now, and how did you get this job into Williamsport?
Well, my hometown is Philadelphia. I think I'm the only guy from Philadelphia that's really working for the Phillies. But I've been involved in the Phillies organization now for 6 years, so this is going to be a new challenge for me.
Some people think that this is where you want to be as a pitching coach, because you can really set the way these guys pitch for the rest of their major league career. Get them young and get them right.
Well, I think these guys are like sponges at this age. You know, they're listening to everything you have to say, and it's an opportunity for them to learn and for me to teach them. I think it's a great opportunity for me. Because of that situation that I'm in, and I think it's important for me to lay down the right foundation so the next pitching coach who gets them has a good player.
Were you at the World Series last year?
Yes, I was. I went to all the games in Philadelphia. It was one of the most exhilarating times of my life.
Yeah, for us Phillies fans, it's been a while since we got one of those. So congratulations to the organization.
Thank you. I think the guys up there have a lot to be proud of.
What do you like to go by, Tom, or do you have a nickname?
My nickname is Files. Most people call me Files.
So it's Meach and Files, huh? What's Truby's nickname?
Just Trube. We can't come up with anything. He's unoriginal.
Good luck to you, Tom.
I appreciate it.
Or Files.
You're welcome. Thank you.
This was an exclusive video of WOLnews.com, your home for news, sports, video, photos, live talk shows, and more.